It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Browns and the Packers on Monday night.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis. And CD, our quarterbacks taking center stage here for each of their respective offenses. Baker Mayfield of the Browns, Aaron Rodgers of the Packers.
And both of them have terrific ability to improvise. And that means when the first read's not there, how quickly can you go through your progressions? Can you hang in there and take a shot as you release it? Can you buy time outside of the pocket? Can you pull it down and run if need be? I think we'll see all of those traits on display in this one.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Returning it, Hill. And he won't quite make it to the 25. We get our first look now at Aaron Rodgers in his 17th season now with the Green Bay Packers. And, of course, coming off a great 2020 where he took home the MVP trophy.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Browns will take over first and 10. And the Browns set to go on offense for the first time, led by Baker Mayfield in his fourth season now from Oklahoma.
And while we can quibble a little bit about statistics, to me, Baker Mayfield's coming off his best season yet. 26 touchdown passes, cut way down on his turnovers, and led the Browns to a playoff victory for the first time since 1994. This young man continues to mature as both a passer and a leader.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Mayfield now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chris Barnes leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football.
Illegal forward pass.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Green Bay's offense, here they come again. And Charles, Aaron Rodgers in 2021 will be going for a 4th MVP after getting his 3rd last season. And he is back again. It seems to be a story that is developing these last couple of years as Aaron Rodgers and how stable he is there in Green Bay. But I know the Packer fans, they're happy to have him back.
They should be thrilled to have him back. And what's interesting about it, Brandon, is it doesn't matter whether it appears stable or unstable. Aaron Rodgers produces. You remember last year there was all that discussion and talk, and he won the MVP. Maybe you want to keep him angry. I don't know, but it works pretty well for Green Bay. The big thing for them is, can they continue to take the ball away and even increase that on the defensive side? They changed coordinators, and I think that their corner, Jair Alexander, is an absolute star in the making.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 27, Mayfield, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. And he's got some space here. And this will be a Packers 1st down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, a 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Now here come the Browns again at Charles Cleveland in 2020. A bit of a revenge tour, I guess you could call it. You think about their 11-5 season. They go to the playoffs for the first time since 2002. They defeat the Steelers, of all teams, in the wild card for their first playoff win since '94. And now you're really starting to sense that momentum picking up in Cleveland.
Without a doubt. And this roster got better in the offseason, both through free agency and the draft. So when we look at them and people are wondering, are they going to take a step back? Remember, they finished 3rd in their division last year and made the playoffs. They got a chance to actually win it this year. Love what they're doing on offense with Baker Mayfield, Nick Chubb running the football, being able to throw it out. The defense got better. Myles Garrett, full season out of him, he could be an MVP candidate rushing the quarterback.
And week 1, well, the schedule makers did him no favors. They go to Kansas City. The fans will be back. The bottled waters will be flowing. Should be a tough atmosphere. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan as time expires in the first half. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. Now, a little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Browns. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Packers, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Packers pick it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So it's a turnover there on a lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Again, it's Jones. And now he's going to dive and be marked down on a play that really turns out bad for this offense. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. The Browns' D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Ready to take over again on offense, out comes Cleveland. And a fumble last time, ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of...
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Was Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
And any offensive lineman getting ready to try and block Darius Smith knows he's in for a long ball game. 26 sacks in his first 2 years in Green Bay, including 12 and a half in 2020.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
Here's Mayfield. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game, as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. They'll run with Chubb. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
Aaron Rodgers, we focus on him for our players spotlight. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love?
4 verts.
4 verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Shedding through the defense. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
70 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And this score will stay right where it is. But Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy, someone is not.